Yes, you have to go follow Adela. I don't make the rules. You have to follow Adela. She's the cutest bean in the world. I had to. I normally ease my way in, but you guys need to love on Adela. Welcome on in, Raiders. Welcome on in as well, Penguin Crew. Please be sure to salute one of our high-ranking commanders here, the lovely Adela Myers, another amazing retro VTuber here on Twitch. So cute. Please do what you have to do. I hope you have fun. I hope you have fun. Enjoy. Have fun this time. As well, for Adela's community, welcome on in. My name is Pizza Maid. I am a Phantasy Star VTuber, and I'm an Android Space Captain. It's a pleasure to meet you. If this is your first time here on the channel, welcome in. We like to play some retro games here, along with some Phantasy Star Online. So if any of those make you smile and make you happy, you have come to the right place. Feel free to sit back, relax, get comfy. We have got some fun stuff. Can I have pizza? Well, you can also get a shout out, Mog, who will be releasing their 2.0 debut very, very soon. Oh, wait. I'm coming here. Hey, right here. I'm so sorry. It's right there. Enjoy. Wait. Mog releasing a 2.0 debut. If you don't follow Mug already, first off, let's fix that. Let's fix that. And two, we fixed the pizza. We fixed the pineapple and pizza. It's 1 point. 1 month only. 1 point. Take the wheel. Steer. Do what must be done. Thank you so much. This is actually my PNG model. I have a live 2D model and a PNG model. But given the heat of today, let me tell you, it's a little stuffy. So to reduce on all the lighting that I need to do for tracking, I am using the PNG model, which I mainly use during the JRPG streams as well. I'm talking real pretty today. Oh, you're welcome. Hey, Pizza, I took the bus to work today, and the bus driver wanted me to pay extra for telling dad jokes. I told him, that's not fair. Oh, Hathor. But why are we so wonderful? Why are we so wonderful? Hello, Hathor. Hello. Welcome on in. It's all right. We've been saved. We've been spared. No puns from Sam so far. We win. Everybody. We did it. No puns from Sam. 1 point for a pineapple pizza? No, thank you. 1 point this month. 1 point this month only. You guys got the redeems in. Yet pizza. Ow. What happens when you get trampled by a cow that can't see? Oh, God damn it, Sam! Sam, what? Sam, no. How dare? There it is. These highlighted messages. Sometimes they're blessings, and sometimes they're Sam. GG's for sure. Hello, Algasir. I hope you're doing good. Welcome on in. Hello, Taisho-sama. Hello, Hime-sama. If this is your first time here on the channel, welcome on in. My name is Pizza Maid. As I stated earlier, I am a Phantasy Star VTuber, so whether it be the JRPGs, its online iterations, fan-made games, or games heavily inspired by Phantasy Star, if they exist, I love to stream them and I love to share them with you all. And guys, we gotta fill y'all in on some stuff. There is much to be discussed. There is so many people that are coming on in. First and foremost, welcome on in, everybody. I'm seeing a lot of faces that I met over the course of the past weekend at the Chairathon. Thank you guys for coming back in. If this is your first time, welcome. If you enjoy the content and what you're seeing here, please consider following the channel. You guys can get notifications as to when I am live. I also see some other faces, like a very special Dino PNG tuber, Dinnermancer. I hope you're doing good, friend. Before we start off today's stream, we've got to talk. The Phantasy Star Chairathon was a resounding success, thanks in part to everybody from the PSO community as well as the retro gaming community. So if you guys stopped by, if you guys cheered us on, if you joined us in some games, or if you donated, thank you so very much for your support. I'm still responding back to messages from people. You'll have to forgive me. This week's been a little bit of a chaotic one. It's been a little crazy. It's been a little bananas. But I found out some news. Um, Shortly after the Charathon, I want to say it's a day or two after. No, let me take that, rewind it back. A few hours after the Charathon finished, I was reviewing the VOD for the export to load up onto YouTube. So if you didn't get to join the Charathon event while it was live, we will have a VOD available for everybody to check out. As I was reviewing the VOD, I noticed that one of our very generous contributions that came in from Gunarm Dine, Dine had actually donated $500 towards the event on a challenge that was set forth by Natsukashi. What I didn't know was that there was paperwork being submitted so that the place of employment for Dine would also match that contribution. I just recently found word, I want to say it was yesterday or the day before, the Dine's company has matched the donation. So we have raised, at this point, $4,500 for the charity, which is awesome. We had a starting goal of $2,000 and we ended with $4,500, which is insane. But it doesn't stop there. It does not stop there. I got a DM about a day or two ago from the CEO of Suicide Awareness Voices of Education. The CEO's name is Eric, and I hope I'm not butchering this last name at all, Eric Mish, who is the CEO. And they asked if I would be kind enough to connect with them via Zoom. And so I said, I agreed to it. I got a chance and the opportunity to talk to the CEO to learn more about their initiatives, some amazing programs that they have set forth. What I didn't know was that SAVE also receives additional grants that are given to select charities. And a very nice couple, they are philanthropists and part of a private family foundation known as the TOSA Foundation, decided to match the donation of the entire charity. So community, we not only raised $4,500, in total, we raised $9,000 for SAVE this year. $9,000 for SAVE. That is because each and every one of you was giving support. You guys were giving the positivity. You guys were giving just the good vibes. You guys joined us in games. There are folks that also donated, which we're very thankful for. And because of everybody's contribution and everybody's part, we raised $9,000 for Suicide Awareness Voices of Education. It's over 9,000. It is over 9,000. You're not wrong, Neeps. You're not wrong. 4560. So we actually raised $9,120. It just goes to show you how good I math. I had the opportunity to speak with Eric at length yesterday, and Eric is really, really nice. There is also an amazing program, and there is a new special command on the channel. If you type in ! 1 step ahead, 1 step ahead is also a program that has been introduced and has been around for quite some time by SAVE. Oh, maybe I could spell. I don't know. There we go. And it is basically a free training program designed to educate you on the basic facts of suicide and demonstrates how to support someone who is dealing with suicidal ideation. It is a 45-minute course free of charge. All you have to do is sign up and register, and you too will gain the fundamental skills to be able to help prevent suicide from happening. So if this is something that you're interested in, be sure to type in command 1 step ahead. It's not going to go anywhere. And you guys will also learn all of the key figures of what you need to know to help save another life. I want to take a second again to thank the CEO, Eric Mish. I want to thank you for reaching out. I want to thank you for the support that you are giving to the PSO and the retro gaming community. I also want to thank the mortgages with the TOSA Foundation for matching the contributions. And again, I just want to thank everybody else. There's going to be a bigger, lengthier thank you soon. I just haven't had a chance to do it this week. This week's been a little chaotic. So I was holding back from referencing that meme. Hello, cat came back. So this has been a heck of a week. Now, I do not have the new schedule up for the next 3 months. I usually like to set up 3 months worth of schedules. That should be going up this weekend, so please be on the lookout for it. But we didn't get to stream Phantasy Star last week, so this week we're streaming it. And I think we've got some bits to take care of. I think we're getting ready for Climatrol, which I believe is in total, probably the biggest dungeon of Phantasy Star II. So we're going to get into it. But if you guys enjoyed what you saw, you guys will see more Phantasy Star content on here. If this is your first time tuning in, usually when I stream Phantasy Star II, I'm actually streaming it from the Sega Genesis Mini 2. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. Pizza, I'm going to try and get Starzak to play that game I showed you on Discord. Are you really? Are you really? You need to also buy the Dawn Trail expansion and get Endwalker. Ooh! Game Bliss. Why do we do these things? Why do we tell stories, right? Meanwhile, I'm doing Meseta farming while leveling on Uzo Island, and it's an endurance. Ooh! That sounds fun. Hello, Jesse. How are you? Welcome on in. Here, I'll give you a quick shout out as well. I hope you're doing good, Jesse. We're playing some Phantasy Star II. Actually, how are the levels for this? It sounds super, super low. Let's go fix that. Oh, no, it's good. I think it's good. Let me know if it's too high, though. Let me know if it's too high. You're on vacation visiting relatives for the next 3 weeks. I hope it's going well. We are going to dive into some more Phantasy Star II. Now, this is, again, the Sega Genesis Mini 2 version. So there is an easy mode on it, which generates more XP and more Meseta. But in the interest of time, since we have 2-hour streams, I think this is kind of the best way to approach it. And we've been having a good time. We still met our girl, Sheer. And thank you for the shout out to Hathor. Hathor, let me know if Starzak decides to play the game. Let me know if Starzak has a blast with it. It shall be good times. Good times. Oh. Okay. Oh dear. Starzak doesn't know what he's in for. He has no idea. No idea. Probably not for him. Oh, he's gonna get so angsty. He's gonna be like, oh no. But we have some more Phantasy Star 2 to get back into. Speaking of Sheer, who's more of a main protagonist, Sheer or Elise? Oh, Elise, hands down. I wound up missing the Genesis Mini 2. I honestly didn't even know it had launched until well after the fact. Seer, not okay. I also was delayed. I missed the memo on the Sega Genesis Mini 2. I ended up purchasing a brand new unused copy or mini console on eBay. And to my surprise, it was relatively affordable. So if you see that you can't find it available in retail locations, eBay does have a couple sellers that sell it. I don't know what location you're located in, but it is available. Okay, get back into it. Oh yeah, this was for Fuck That Island. FTI. That's right. We meet again, Pizza. Hey! Pizza needs 930 points to go. That's Rolf, by the way. Nay needs 693 points. Rudo needs 5,068. I think he had just leveled up. And Anna needs 1,424. Be careful out there. Okay. Thanks. Now let's take a look-see at our team and see what their levels are looking like at the moment. What are we... Oh, nope. No. Resume game. I do this every time. Okay. So, they are currently at... Okay, so we've got Pizza at 15, Nay at 30, Rudo at 14, Anna at 13. So, in preparation for the next round, I'm going to need to do a little bit of leveling tonight. Oof. Actually, I gotta... Okay, this is going to be a leveling night. I gotta get in preparation for Climate Troll, we gotta do a couple things. So, we're going to get some leveling in there. And let's see what location we can actually do some leveling at. By the way, I don't have to use the jet scooter today. I don't. Jet scooter doesn't define me. Jet scooter. I've never been more mad at the jet scooter than that day. How dare you, jet scooter? How dare? All right. So we also have to build up, I think, we got a decent amount, but man, there's constantly the grinding for the equipment. I'll tell you what. Let's go to Piata. Let's do some leveling. Let's get some levels up. Nay will be easy to level up. Pizza, on the other hand, that's gonna be our challenge, but we're gonna make it work. I think everybody is fully yeah, everyone's looking pretty good. So let's go and see what butt we can kick this evening. Butt kicking commands. We are the knights who say nay. Dine with the 5-stream streak. Can I get a shout out for Gunarm Dine? Dine is also an awesome content creator. Has been doing a lot of video recordings lately for Atelier Iris 2, and also has tons of Let's Plays. I got to catch a little bit of a VOD today from their playthrough of the Phantasy Star IV randomizer. It was such a good watch. I had such a good time. It was a good seed too. Really good, strong seed. It was like the best starter seed you can get, I thought, in my mind. I know, I love the portraits in this game. Listen, I am a very big fan of Phantasy Star IV, but I will say Phantasy Star II is kind of grabbing me. It's grabbing my little heartstrings. It's a pretty fun one. I'll tell you what. Why are we looking for a second mini Genesis? I'm not buying two out of the same plastic box. No, Sega Genesis Mini 2. No. We are one. Oh. There's the kaiju! Get him! Time to get the kaiju. Gotta get a little bit of leveling in, and then we have to do some equipment. The equipment part, I think I can take care of on my own, but I do have to do a little bit of leveling tonight in preparation for the big dungeon, the Climatrol. But I also like some of these kind of leveling streams because it gives me a chance to chat with everybody and catch up, while also getting stuff done. Get stuff done. Oh, there's my... Look, I found it on the first try. Okay. Oh, how do I get out of it now? Nope. Uh-oh. Okay, well, we'll just fight. Okay. We're just gonna fight. Shh. Just gonna fight. It's the same console with different games inside. Nope. At some point, I'll play this. I kind of want to replay the first game, though. It's been a few years since I beat it. Oh, the original Phantasy Star is a good time. How do I get back on land? Wait a minute. Okay, let's get off and walk. Okay, we're good. We're back on land. So, I never tried the Sega Genesis Mini 1. And I don't know what games are on the Mini 1. But I was entranced by the thought of playing Phantasy Star II on a console. And I'm also working with limited space, so it being mini legit makes me happy. Your circuit's melting out there? Oh, one, can I get a shout out for Worlds Told? And two, it was 107 when I left work today, and I went, ooh, oh boy. I picked up Darby, because Darby has to go out when we get home. So what I ended up having to do is I ended up having to pick him up so that his little pawsies didn't get burned from the asphalt on the sidewalk. And I put him in the grass. The little boy peed, and then he looked at me, he's like, Mom, pick me up. I ain't walking. I was like, say less, my son, say less. Mommy's got you. At some point, I'll play this. I kind of want to play the first game. Yes, I enjoyed Phantasy Star 1. I played the Sega Ages version on the Nintendo Switch. I'm not sure which version you're playing, Dinnermancer, or which version you've played before. I've leveled up more than you. You got Rolf at 18, Nay at 35, Rudo at 16, Amy at 15. Same with Hugh and Anna, and lastly, Kane and Cher at 13. Nice! That's awesome! I saw a post from a Japanese player on this game who basically said, someone did a solo run of the game with Hugh, so I'm doing one with Sheer. Okay, so I get the love of Sheer. Sheer of the Wind is no joke. I support Sheer. She doesn't hold a candle to Demi. Demi is still best girl, but Sheer is up there in terms of the JRPG ladies. She's kind of giving Nay and Rika a run for their money, and I'm like, oh, Sheer. She had me with her little green hair and her sass, and I went, well, okay, Sheer, you win. I let you have this. You're cute. And she's like bossy. She's like, don't tell me what to do. You can't change my name. I'm like, all right. I like that you're a very controlling woman. I support this. It is warm. Hello, Rans. How are you? I hope you're doing good as well, Worlds Told. You played the Switch version too? I sympathize. It's 67 degrees out here and a little bit of a misting rain. We're having the same weather. Oh, I suppose. 67 degrees to my 107. Yeah. I'm going to lurk while I eat dinner. That's understandable. Please know that your operating systems are going into idle mode Dinnermancer, I hope you enjoy your dinner. We have sunshine, then a storm, then more sun, and then another storm. Exactly. 67 degrees Fahrenheit world storm? 67 degrees Celsius? Although that would be disastrous. That would be almost apocalyptic. I hope it's not Celsius. But I hope you're doing good, friend. I hope you're doing good. All right. I'm getting some levels in. Diamond Dragon 1985 coming in with the raid. Welcome on in, Diamond Dragon, and welcome on in, Raiders. Can I get a shout out for Diamond Dragon? Thank you so much for the raid. Hi. Hello, my name's Pizza Maid. I am a Phantasy Star VTuber. I love playing the JRPGs and the fan-made games, and the games heavily inspired by Phantasy Star, as well as the online versions. I like Phantasy Star. I don't stray far from the path. I do. No, that's not true. I play some horror games. But if that's the kind of content you enjoy, and puns, because we've got a lot of people who love puns on this channel, welcome to Pizza Maid, to Pioneer 23. I hope you guys are doing well. What did you play today? And Raiders, welcome on in. We all think we're punny. Phantasy Star IV was the bestest in the original series. Okay. Real. I was developing. Oh, you did a developing stream? That's awesome. 93 today, and they're predicting 97 and 99 for Saturday. The only good news for all of this week is that they finally fixed the AC at work. Ooh, cat. You get in front of that AC and make sure everyone is staying hydrated and drinking tons of cold water. I cannot stress enough. Make sure you're drinking plenty of cold water. Stay indoors when you can. And if you do have to go outside, please be sure to wear a hat, as well as some SPV, sunscreen protection. Protect yourself from the sun. I don't have the Genesis Mizzy. Oh God, the Genesis Mini. I'm talking real good. I have the prototype of it from Ad Game circa 2016. Really? I didn't know that they came out with the prototype. I'm making an RPG Maker game, and the dungeon I'm making is turning out to be insane. Oh boy. I have a lot of friends who love using RPG Maker. I have another retro VTuber friend of mine, Sarzak, who is currently making an RPG as well. It is so much fun to watch. I hope the stream went well, and I hope the progress of the dungeon's going good. I always wear a hat when you're aerodynamically scalped like myself. I sure was. Still will. We're still having to close early when temps got over 85. That's completely understandable. That is completely understandable. Do what you need to do. I know a couple of places that have been closing early is in observance the right word? I don't know if it is, but you know what I mean. Everyone stay cool. Stay cool. And welcome on in. I have to ask as well, Diamond Dragon, do you have a favorite character from Phantasy Star IV? I have a favorite. It's kind of a given, but I'm very curious to get your take on it. Oh no! Anna! Take him out. These guys are really tough. The mushroom crab mushroom. Call themselves head rot, but I feel like they're scarier than that. Oh no! Oh, that's just nasty, sir. Consent, please. Elise isn't too far behind. Rika, she's adorable. Rika is a good. I know many Rika fans. I support. I'm a fan of Demi. I love Demi. One, I love that she has a really fast running animation because she's so little. Because she's 4'7" or 4'8". So her run animation when she walks is so cute. Just a little quick little shuffle. Shuffle. Head rots were before their time, since they apparently predicted brain rot. Back in 0304, I used RPG Maker to make a game to replace a book report for English class. Hey, how'd you do on that? Did you pass? I hope you did. I hope they saw the effort that you put into it. I should have done my senior thesis and dissertation in RPG Maker. Had I known. That would have been pretty cool. I'd be like, look at me go. All right, so we've got 16, 31, 14, Okay. It's not, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. We just gotta get money. That's a real problem. You gotta get the money. But trust me, there's plenty of things to take out around the area of Piazza. Piazza? Channeling Sam. Pizza's a demi-glazer. What? You mean demi-glace? Demi-glace? How dare you? How dare you, World's Told? There's so many puns in here. Okay, Anna is 14. Rudo should be relatively easy to do. Oh, I'm sick. Hold on. Can I take care of myself? Yeah! Free. Yeah! Look at me. I'm applying forced practices even while in JRPGs. Thank you for the follow, Diamond Dragon. Thank you, friend. You got the link. Oh, no. No, I don't. If there's one thing this game did better is party management. I was not a fan of how the first 3 spots in your party are set, but overall PS4 was amazing. I love the macro system of 4, but I absolutely love one of the biggest highlights for 2 that I've enjoyed thus far. I love all the characters. There really isn't a character that I dislike. Like, every character has a personality that's admirable. And I enjoy that. I enjoy that about 2. That's very hard to say about some of the other games, with the exception of 1, because 1 you just have the same party for composition the entire time. And 3 I have not played yet. In complete transparency, I have not played 3 yet. I will be doing that after this one. I played the games out of order. I did 4 first, followed by 1, then 2, then 3. I know a lot of people think 3 is weird, but I want to give it the benefit of the doubt and see. There's also, if you are a fan of 4, Diamond Dragon, there is a fan-made game that is supposed to follow the events following Phantasy Star IV. It's called Phantasy Star 20 Years Past. I think if you type in a command called !20YP, you can see the link, and it is a fan-made game with a completely, entirely original set of characters set in the world following Phantasy Star IV. If you're a big fan of Phantasy Star IV and you kind of want to see another story set in that world, definitely check out 20 Years Past. It's available online. It is free to download off of itch.io, and it was created by a dear friend of mine by the name of D Pixels. It's a really good time. Really good time. I really felt like they should have made 3 into more than one game to give room to tell the story they tried to tell. Well, that's the overwhelming response that people have with Phantasy Star 3, is that it doesn't feel finished. And I can understand the rationale, but I want to experience it firsthand to kind of gauge that opinion. I'm always, I try to give the benefit of the doubt before I make and cast my own judgment. So I want to play it a little bit, but that's been one of the overwhelming responses, like the overarching responses I've seen thus far for Phantasy Star 3. 3. Oh, I'm sorry. Cat came back. 3 is weird and thus gets mixed reviews. Only option is to see if it's your kind of weird. That's the thing, because there's some people that they say their introduction to Phantasy Star was Phantasy Star 3, and they absolutely love it. So I'm always like, let me test the waters on this. Let me test the waters. Okay. And then let's also give Nay a Diamate. We'll go back and grab some more, so I'm not too worried about using the Diamate on them now. Okay. And how we looking in terms of 16, 31, 14, 14? Okay. Okay, so we should be okay. I like the music. I like the music of 2, by the way. I love the music of 4, but I really like the music of 2. And I love the manga art style panels of 4. I don't think it's been done before until that point, and I absolutely love it. That is one of the most visually attractive parts. One of the things that kind of really entrances you about Phantasy Star 4 is their manga art style paneling. It's just so cool. It's so cool. I enjoy it so much. PS3 needed that lock-on technology, like S3 and K. Also, finished completed. I'd say yes, it is, but fully developed, not as much. It felt like they had the skeleton in place, but in the end, had to leave it more in the state of the outline you get taught to write in school as a guideline. So almost like a primer. Leaf! The CEO of the Chungus, the Bungus. Often imitated but cannot be duplicated. Give love to the homeboy, Leaf Bungus. Can I get a shout out for Leaf? Ghost Pepper with the party of 12. Ghost Pepper, thank you so much. Can I get a big shout out for Leaf as well as a big shout out for Ghost Pepper? Raiders, welcome on in. My name is Pizza Maid. I am a Phantasy Star VTuber. Whether it be the JRPGs, its online iterations, fan-made games, or games heavily inspired by Phantasy Star, that's really all I play. I'm really happy with it. And thank you so much. Ghost Pepper, what were you and your community doing? As well, to Ghost Pepper and any community members, if you guys need to do any type of post-stream self-care, please do what you need to do. Do what needs to be done. Make sure you stretch, grab yourself something to eat, grab yourself something to drink. And thank you so much for considering us for your community. Spicy Raid. Oh! We were playing Octopath Traveler? Okay. So, I've heard mixed reviews about Octopath Traveler in that it is amazing, but also equally like it's got a challenge to it. It's got a challenge. And thank you for the follow, OG Sideways. Moist Chins. Man, I haven't seen this game since I was like 11. Welcome on in. This is actually the Sega Genesis Mini 2 version. So this one actually has a easy mode equipped. And by terms of easy mode, it just ramps up the experience gained as well as Meseta gained. So it is definitely a little easier, but for the interest of time, because the streams are typically 2 hours on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we figured going on easy mode was probably our best call. We still haven't gotten to Climatrol yet. If that gives you any perspective, we haven't gotten to Climatrol yet. Give it time. But thank you guys so much. I appreciate you for coming on in. And thank you so much for considering. Plus, if you guys have any questions or if there's anything you want to know, we have an amazing team of moderators. Got a lot of retro game enthusiasts here, so get comfy, have yourself a good time. I haven't hit the challenge part yet of it. I'm still gathering all the party members. One more to go. I'm rooting for you. Listen, I got this thing, Ghost Pepper. All right, ready? It's called the Pizza Prayer. Dear Little Caesars, I ask that you bless the mighty Ghost Pepper to get the last character that they need. I don't know why I said that 3 times, but roll with me on this one. And let them get the last character that they need in an instant. Let them get all the money they need, because you know how it is to farm gear in a JRPG. And let them have an amazing playthrough. And All Pizza said, what's up? I hope it works out well for you, though. It's going good, J-Thud. I'm still up, and the sequel isn't called Octopath Traveler. Oh, do we have puns, Dodo? Do we have puns? By the sauce, the cheese, and the holy crust, we say, Dominoes! Dominoes. But thank you so much for entrusting me with your community. I always considered it a very high compliment to be paid when another streamer raids into the channel and they trust me with their community. And they have to hear all of the pizza puns. I'm so sorry. If you are not a fan of puns, I'm so sorry. I don't even make the puns. It's everybody else that makes the puns. But if you like the puns, you've come to the right place. It's always a fun time here. I played a lot of Phantasy Star Online on Xbox Live, but I don't remember this one so much. That was almost 30 years ago. So, funny story about that, Moist Chin. Is it alright if I call you Chins? Or do you have a preferred name? Do you like Chi, Moist, Chins, Chin, Chinny Chin Chin? There is a lot of private servers that have Phantasy Star Online up, and one of the community servers that we use a lot here is the Affinia server. It is free to register, small download. If you ever have the itch of replaying Phantasy Star Online and playing episodes 1, 2, and 4, there is a place for it. There's a place to call home, so I hope you enjoy it. The puns is the extra cheese in the pizza. Of course we're a fan of puns. Why else do you think we gave you so much dough this past weekend? Damn it, Dine, that was a good one. Why can I not pineapple you? What? It should be up. Oh, wait. Whoops. Sorry about that. It's PNG mode. It's PNG mode. I'm so sorry, fam. I'm so sorry. I forgot I switched to another screen. It's 1 point right now. It's 1 point. Is it not letting you do the redeem, though? Hold on. You should be able to do the redeem. Hold on. Let me just check that real fast. A moment, please. I just couldn't find it. Oh, that's because we changed the point count. For the month of July, it has now been reduced to 1 point. You guys can put the pineapple on my head. Oh, here we go. I got to manually turn it on the PNG model. And it's usually on for 15 minutes. Unless I forget, which is very easy to happen. But we do our best here. Hello, Pokiel! Can I get a shout out for Pokiel as well? Oh, I do quite enjoy are there good ones? Puns. What do you call a company that only makes okay products? Oh no. Lee's Foul Bungus, bit of a dungus, part-time streamer, full-time chungus, or full-time bungus, normal guy, normal human guy. It's Leaf's Foul Bungus. And thank you for the shout-outs. Ted Bob! Welcome on in, Ted Bob. Can I also get a shout-out for Ted Bob? Oh, there's so many of you. Welcome on in. A satisfact. Dodo. It's a little scary how comfortable you are with the puns here. I see. Welcome to Pun Mecca. I wish I could think of a good pun for Mecca, but you're here. You're here. Enjoy your puns. Hear me cringe, because that happens. I cringe from time to time. I hear puns all the time. Algaseer clapping. The puns are the pineapple on top. Is it not the friends we made along the way, Alucard? And hi, Alucard! What do you call a company that only makes depressing products? The Satisfactor. Oh my god. Oh god. It's gonna be that kind of a stream tonight, isn't it, kids? It's gonna be that kind of a stream tonight. The penguins are out in full force. The penguins are out in full force. Oh god, am I gonna die? No, we're okay. I'm not gonna die yet, but we're getting close. Evil Tux! Hello. So I caved and I made her 200. At least got a pick beforehand of being funny. That was a very funny one. Congrats on 200, by the way. Welcome to the 200 Club in PSO. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So to those who don't know, for reference, Evil Tux was playing a lot this weekend. Plays a lot in Phantasy Star Online Affinia on a foam marl by the name of Neptune. They were level 199 and single-handedly managed, with the power of math, I can't do that, with the power of math, we're at level 199 and still had 1 XP point needed to level to 200. That's not easy. That's not easy when you think about it. It involves a lot of calculations. I don't have that. I'm missing that. That was not put into my training simulations. Math, not my forte. So props to you, Tux. Welcome to, this isn't your first 200, is it? I like how your PNG looks like a 90s anime character. Thank you so much. So this is actually the one that we call PZ98. This was created by an amazing artist by the name of JRado. JRado focuses on a lot of PC98 art. So if that is something that is of interest and right up your alley, please be sure to check out and support JRado. I believe you can find them on Blue Sky over at rado.moe. And they are a very talented artist and one of the kindest people. I had such a blast working with JRado. JRado has a lot of just happy energy, and it's just all about creating art and having a great time. So I cannot say enough positive things about JRado. So be sure to go check out their art, go support them, go follow them, go give them a cheer. They're really, really good. I'm sorry, I had to dip right as I joined, but thank you for the shout out earlier. No worries. I hope you're doing good, Leaf. I hope I didn't miss anything. I don't think I missed anything. I hope not. No, I don't think I did. And if I did, I'm so sorry. You've returned to support. I welcome your support. I welcome. Oh, Nay's gonna die soon. Oh, no. Leaf, help me fix Nay. Leaf, help me fix Nay. We didn't look at her health. We didn't do this the right way. Whoops. We gotta give a little res up to our girl Ray. Or our Nay. Ray. Let's give a big res to Nay. Okay, we're good now. We're okay. Nay, I cast Resta. I casted Giga Resta. Giga Res, if you will. So every Swarter's machine. It's every soda machine's favorite. It's me. Hello. Hi, Supersonica. Okay, I'm gonna have to lurk so I can clean up mini painting supplies. Okay. Well, feel free to lurk. Thank you so much for your support. Please know that your operating systems are going to idle mode sideways. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Maybe if we are playing in the background, I'll sing you a song. How do you feel about Phil Collins? Do you like Easy Lover? She's an easy lover. I'll take a whole lot to believe her. If not, that's okay. I wouldn't. If you were like, you know what, I'm going to have to turn this off now. And be like, I'm sorry. I can sing other songs. I got Rick Astley. That's not a Rickroll, I swear. I promise you. You're a real one, Lantis. How was Math Bluster not part of the training data? No, Math Bluster wasn't. There was some Gunsmith cats. There was a whole lot of Martian Successor Nadeshko. There might have been some Dirty Pair in there. I can't confirm or deny. For sure there was some Initial D. Akira was in there, so I knew how to properly maneuver a motorcycle. And of course, we had to put in some Robotech and some Macross and some Gundam. That was really where the basis of my training came from. But in my training simulation, it's actually very interesting. Rick Hunter chose Lin Min Mei. The correct order. It wasn't Lisa. Rick, how dare you choose Lisa? In my training simulation, we chose Lin Min Mei. We chose right. Listen, Lin Min Mei. Do you remember love? I do. That's why I chose you, Lin Min Mei. That was in my training simulation. Rick clearly didn't get that manual. How dare he? How dare he? Oh, it was missed twice. Oh, I'm so sorry, Pokio. You'll have to forgive me. Wait, I'm going to check it. What did you say? Pokey? Hold on. I don't want to miss nothing. What did the Australian bottom surgeon say to the anesthesiologist? All right, mate. Let's take the shrimp off the bar. Pokey. I got that joke. Although it made me think of Outback Steakhouse. I saw the joke. I read it. I went, oh. But then I thought about Outback Steakhouse. I got distracted. Oh, Pokeyell. Oh, dear. I'm so sorry I missed your setup. I'm here. I'm back. I want to make sure I got everything. Gunarm Dine also says, oh yeah, I should share the picture I commissioned from Ted Bob of his and my channel mascots and a couple of other friends. You should! Please post it in the Discord. I want to see it. Oh, there's so many of you. So many sweet folks. I got it, Pokey. Pokey, coming in with the Australian shrimp on the Barbie. You've never heard it. That's Starship Nabisco? No, it's Nadeshko. Is that why you have Phil Collins in your system? Maybe. Pokey, that is the most sinister laugh written in text form I've ever seen. I can hear you just going cackling, just like, I got her. I heard the Outback Steakhouse song in my head immediately. See? I saw my surgeon today too. Oh, really? And thank you for the follow, Proto Shield. Welcome on in. Thank you for the follow. Welcome on in, everybody. Trust me, I love me a good pun. I used to tell them daily back before we started working from home from COVID, and they would always get a chuckle or two. Things just weren't the same after work from home, though. I asked my coworkers what changed because it was getting to me. They told me, oh, you're not remotely... It was the setup. For the delivery. It was not DiGiorno, I'll tell you what. It was delivery, not DiGiorno. That was all about the delivery. Damn it. And I'm here reading, I'm like, oh, I guess that's really a valid point. Well, I guess when you're working from home, it's really hard to make... Son of a... How dare. So the intern inserted fan fiction in the training data. It wasn't fan fiction, it was real. What are you talking about? It was real. Alucard. Rick chose Lynn. There's no fan fiction about it at all. How dare. You know what? I see a lot of Rory from Nadeshko. Actually, a big inspiration of mine is Yuriko Misumaru. I love Yurika. I'm sorry, did I say Yuriko? I meant Yurika. Yurika is, I personally strive to be the space captain that Eureka is on the Nadeshko. I tried to run Pioneer 23 like she runs Nadeshko. And then at the first sight I see my husband Sam, I immediately just start chasing after him. I forget how to control a ship. I'm like, how does that work? What's that? How does that work? Eureka! I know, I said Eureka. My words are not coming out properly today. I don't know. It's probably the heat, I'll be honest. But we're getting tons of hydration in. And that's what's keeping me together here. Lots of hydration, lots of sparkling water. I hope the sparkling water doesn't make me, I hope it doesn't dehydrate me faster than it hydrates me. I'm assuming it'll be okay, though. I'm assuming it'll be okay. We'll see. We'll see. Where are we at now? Oh, hold on. Okay, so this is gonna be... Okay, so we got 14, 15. Oh, nay. Oh, rough. Oh, no. You do see it, though, in the PNG? That's... I should just start going, baka, baka, baka. The Maid of Pizza, Armor Sauce, hello! Can I get a shout out for Armor Sauce as well? I do also have an important lore question. How are the pizza maids' relationship with the Samurai Pizza Cats? We support them. So when I was originally my Mark I prototype model, because this is actually my Mark III iteration or Mark IV iteration, my Mark I iteration, back when I was still a combat assault mech pilot, my mech suit was basically a black and orange mech attire, but my headset was actually cat ears. So I am in support. I am an ally of the Samurai Pizza Cats. The Samurai Pizza Cats, they don't know me. I try to call them. They don't call me back. But that's okay. That's okay. I don't take it personally. Yet. But we get along well. I'm sure once they notice me, it'll be fine. It'll be okay. Let's see. Nay. Let's get Nay another Dimate. That's the last of hers. Okay. And then Rudo and Anna, they're okay. They're okay. What I should do, though, while I'm thinking of it, is I should also save. And let's... Oh, there you go. Yeah, let's save. And then let's do that. And then resume game. Okay. I mean, I could also use the Visiphone, but I could use the Visiphone. Why would I think to use the Visiphone that Sheer so, expertly stole? 9 tries. Took 9 tries. I had to ice all my coffee this week. We did the same thing. We did the same thing. Oh, you posted in the Discord art channel, Zine? Nice. We actually just started making cold brew coffee. Because we're not drinking hot coffee this week. We need to cold brew all our coffee. We had to. Holy crap, memory unlocked. Samurai Pizza Cats, that one was locked ways in the dark recesses of my brain. They're coming out with a game. I think it's coming out in 2027 now. I think it got pushed back to 2027. But the original, if memory serves me right, in chat, please correct me if I'm wrong. I believe the original animation team is working on the art for the video game that's set in 2027. Cold brew is delicious. It so is. Work is complete and food beckons. Have an awesome stream. Check your DMs after 8, bitch shenanigans. Okay. I thought you meant after 8 p.m. bitch shenanigans. Now I see it's 8 bitch shenanigans. I will, though. I will. Blackjack, best pizza. I like polyester. I'll be honest, I got a soft spot for polyester. You'll have to come to a convention with us next year when I'm wearing polyester. That's right, Lantis! That's right. I'm sorry, what? So no physical disc. Not only that, they're using actual cell animation too. Let me tell you, in light of recent news, Sony, how dare you? I'm not purchasing any PlayStation consoles from here on out. At this point, I'm just going to go back to buying all the classic consoles. And I'm almost positive that Samurai Pizza Cats is going to be available on PC, so I'll buy it from there. Trust, I will buy it from there. But I do like that it's the original actual cell animation. It was supposed to be 2026, but got pushed back a year. I cut myself off from my coffee type drink, Monster Java, Bills, but also because it wasn't healthy for me. I understand that. I can understand that. I don't believe in cold brew. Looking outside, it's way too hot for cold brew to exist. At best, it would be room temperature. My soul hurts now. What do you mean? What do you mean? I just saw the Steam entry. The Art of the Samurai Pizza Cats game is extremely close to the anime. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. You just wishlisted it? Let's go. The only thing Sony is doing will be something all of them are going to eventually do. I know. And I don't... For that reason, I'm just going to stick to... I have such a backlog of games. I'm going to be fine. I play a lot of abandonware games, so I'm good. I'm not too worried about it. Oh, their brains are showing. Ew. I've literally been buying all the classics. I ordered a Dreamcast USB modem for DreamPie today. I love DreamPie. That's what I use for my Dreamcast. I just came back from my phone call to hear talk of Samurai Pizza Cats. Welcome. We have cookies. Oh God, Nay, don't die. Nay, no. Nay, hold on. You've got to hold on, girl. You have got to hold on. No more physical. It's kind of my thing. That's why we gotta support local game shops. Did you know that Minnesota is the opposite of New York? New York is the iconic, the globally recognized Big Apple, and Minnesota is where the mini apple... Speedy service. He's the leader of the bunch. A heck of a fighter makes a heck of a lunch. They brought back most of the original cast to reprise their voice. Did they really? For Samurai Pizza Cats, Lantis? Let's go! Getting a Dreamcast again is on my wish list. I still have the memory cards for the one I used to own, and then I could try to get PSO again. Do it! Ghost Pepper's broken. Congratulations, Dodo. You've broken Ghost Pepper. Unfortunately, because this is the way people decided to be consumers, we just have to get used to everything being digital. I'd say 2030 on, physical media will be much more rare, if not gone entirely. Then I'll just become a collector at that point. I'll just collect as much physical as I mean, of course, of preference. I'm not gonna try to collect it all. Collect all the physical media, like their Pokemon. Atari, I choose you. Neo Geo, I choose you. How's the gaming? It's going good, Shade. How are you? I can help you with that Dreamcast. I'm 41. I grew up on the anime from the 90s. Don't judge. I grew up on the 87 TMNT, Mega Man, Samurai Pizza Cats, etc. Diamond Dragon. I too am 41. I grew up on all that stuff along with MTV's Liquid Television, as well as Daria, as well as Nickelodeon Magazine when it was like way too big to hold between your small hands. It was great. I'm a part of that generation as well. Retro and nostalgia. It's all good times here. That's on. I went to Pizza Hut Classic for my birthday. I wanted to go to a classic Pizza Hut. And then I asked if I could join the booking program. They told me I'm too old. They're like, I'm sorry, you're not in grade school. I'm like, and if I re-enrolled in school, can I be part of the booking program? They're like, nah. But here's a nice care package. I was like, thanks. Appreciate it. Oh, hell, an MTV Liquid Television mention. I love MTV's Liquid Television. And mind you, everybody just goes, yeah, Eon Flux or Beavis and Butthead. I'm like, no. There were so many more good things in there. There was a, oh God. Was it Dog Boy or Dog Bone? It was a lot of, I think, like special effects makeup that was done for it. A lot of like prosthetics for those episodes. The stick figure, I think Stick Figure Theater also came from there. There's so many good shows on MTV's Liquid Television. I think I still own a VHS copy of MTV's Liquid Television. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. What I am going to do, though, is I'm going to really quickly Ryuker back and just heal up the party and then go back out for some more fighting and trailblazing. I think we're actually getting close to an ad break as well. So that actually works out pretty well. The Max! Thank you! The Max is what I was thinking of. MTV's Oddities. Damn, I feel like the youngest PSO fan. No, listen, it doesn't matter what age you are. We will make our own Pizza Hut better and stronger. Can you rejoin as a kid at heart? Oh, of course you can. Fellow 80s peeps, Thundercats. Nothing wrong with collecting. I will have my Super Metroid and NHL 95 cartridges on my shelf. I actually have an NFL 2K copy on the Dreamcast that was given to me from another local game store that we purchased our Dreamcast from. They're like, this is probably one of the best football games here. Enjoy NFL 2K for the Dreamcast for free. We're like, thanks! Appreciate it! I am slightly younger and you're in good company with this ship. When do we see a return of MTV Cartoon Sushi? When are we going to see music back on MTV? Just asking. One of, if not the first versions of Strawberry Shortcake. Wait, are we talking about Lady Lovely Locks? Or, yeah, Lady Lovely Locks. I thought that's what we were referring to. I was late 90s, but I had a Sega Master System and played a lot of the older games. We will make our own Pizza Hut. I remember when Cartoon Network had Toonami. It was actually good. Yeah. Max and Duckman. Did you know leathers used for clothing actually get graded? If so, if cows are well looked after and given a lot to drink, they get rated A. If you don't make sure the cows are looked after, they aren't given enough water to drink, and then it gets dehydrated. Dodo. We never did the Pizza Hut birthday parties, but I do remember McDonald's. McDonald's play place, man. I love it when people that have their birth year and their username tell us how old they're. I love it too. I'm always with it. What was that other one called? The Head? Yeah! Yeah, it was. You can keep things alive. One of my low-key favorite things is seeing what buildings used to house a Pizza Hut, right? I think Lady Lovely Locks was a whole other doll. Yes, Lady Lovely Locks was a whole other doll. You are correct. I thought that we were referring to like some of the sweeter dolls of like the 80s. So I was like, oh, I love Lady Lovely Locks. Is MTV still a thing? Cartoon Network isn't really around anymore either. MTV just plays one show. That sounds about right. Discovery Zone. Oh man, Funkoland. How many of you traded in games at Funkoland? Who still? I'm waiting for one person to come back and be like, I still have an open credit with Funkoland. I still have an open credit with them. Be like, no way. Yes way. I was talking 80s cartoons. Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. Ugh, too many horror stories. I actually really liked our Funkoland. Our Funkoland was actually pretty cool. I'm very sorry if it brings us if it's a sore subject for folks. I had a positive experience with my Funkoland, but that may not be the case for everyone else, and I can understand that. I can easily understand that. I enjoyed it. I did enjoy my local area Funkoland. I'm Canadian, so I don't know that I have some of these memories. Oh, I don't know if is Funkoland part of is Funkoland in Canada? I don't know. I don't want to speak out of turn because I'm based in the US, so I don't know. But I wonder if they have something maybe parallel to it, like maybe like Electronics Boutique or oh god, what was the one that everyone talks about? I want to say Caboodles, and that's wrong. Oh, what am I thinking of? I'm thinking of another one. I looked up Lady Lovely Locks and was reminded of Rainbow Bright, so I'm on full nostalgia mode. Yeah, cat, yeah. The places that I used to go for me in the 90s was Toys R Us, Zellers, and Microplay. Yeah. EB Games was a Canadian store for GameStop. If you let me power up, I'll give you a pizza. Freeze a DBZ abridged. 2 pizzas with stuffed crust. I don't remember Funkoland, but when I'm working with 16-year-olds at Domino's, they think I'm crazy old for remembering Blockbuster and Toys R Us. Oh my god. That was literally like the quintessential Friday night. Was, you know, you had a friend sleeping over after school, and so what you would do is you would go to like Blockbuster. The first thing you do is you would go and put in your pizza order. While you're waiting for your pizza order, you would go to Blockbuster, choose which video games that you were going to rent for the weekend so you could play with your friends, and then you would choose your game, and then you would end up going back to the pizzeria to pick up your pizza fresh, eat your pizza, have a video game night, and not go to bed till like 2-3 a.m. That was like the perfect Friday night. Like that was the number of Friday nights I had like that with my friends was so much fun. And then we had LAN parties, and that went wild. I was like, yo, eat shit raves. I found my place. I found my brethren. LAN parties, let's go. Hastings. I'm thinking of something else too. There's another name. Is it Portables or Babbages? Babbages? Is that what I'm thinking of? Babbages? I almost called it Cabbages. I was Caboodles and Cabbages went to Babbages. That's what I think I might have been thinking of. I miss Toys R Us a lot. They used to have the best game deals. Many, many, many buy one, get ones. Very true. Is it weird that I can still smell the Blockbuster boxes I would get for my Genesis rentals? No. How it's not captured in a fragrance and sold is beyond me. Fun fact, Blockbuster still exists. Last Blockbuster is in Bend, Oregon, and it's still open. take me on the Oregon Trail for that. And I'll do it. You watch, I'll do it. I'll go. Babbage's, yeah! My LAN parties were Diablo 1, Counter-Strike, and Warcraft 2. Mine was World of Warcraft. I had a real good time with it. And there were some other older ones, like Doom. Doom was another one. Even though Mom didn't know about that one. And then there were some really random ones, like The Room. I don't know if anybody remembers The Room. The only actual LAN party I ever did was for PSO2. Really? Actually, I thought the same, Ted Bob, but I believe they actually just closed within the last 5 years. I think, unfortunately, during the pandemic, they ended up closing. I thought the same, though. I thought there was still one in Alaska, unless I'm wrong. I would actually like to be wrong on that. I would love to be wrong on that. Someone can tell me otherwise. Okay. Oh man, I am just wearing. Oh no. I'm good. I'm free. All right. So we are going to be taking a quick ad break. It's going to be 3 minutes. I just need to get up and stretch, and I also need to grab some more water because this water got very warm very fast, so I'd like to put more cold water in my cup. So during that time, feel free to get up and stretch and grab something to eat and grab something to drink. But again, it's going to be 3 minutes. If you are a high-ranking commander or a member of the Penguin Crew and subscriber of the channel, first and foremost, we salute you. You could also subscribe to the channel if you'd like, or also use your Prime Gaming sub. But if you're unable to at this time, or maybe you want to hold on to that for another content creator, absolutely no worry at all. Just know that we're going to take a 3-minute break. We're not going to go anywhere. We might chat, but we will be right back. Oh, I've been doing this on time. Let's go! Okay, I think it's coming up. So hold on 1 second. I'm going to really quickly go get myself some water. Be good. Don't cause no trouble. Hold on, I'm going to go get some water and stretch my legs real fast. I choose to rebel. I'm going to sit here and watch the ads. Let me know what ads you get. That's okay to rebel. The only actual LAN party I ever did was PSO2. Nice. And some Halo Combat Evolved Xbox LAN parties. I remember one time we fed the connector cable through a vent to the basement for the other Xbox as the only other TV in the house. This was when our tube TVs weighed a ton. Oof. Oh man, I had some memories with those big TVs, I'll tell you what. When I do a stream with Momicus Prime, maybe we'll finally tell the story about that. We don't know. You're for free! I'm free to do what I want. It's actually really funny because I went and I grabbed some water and it came from the cup that I got at McDonald's, and then it reminded me of all the amazing cups that McDonald's and Burger King used to sell. Like, does anybody remember the Batman Forever cup or like the Flintstones cup from McDonald's? I thought they were the coolest, along with the Welch's grape jam. It would have like different Hanna-Barbera characters, but if you washed it out, it ended up becoming a cup. It's like, look at that, that's so smart. Modern marvels of the era. You had the Batman ones, they were so cool. I think my sister still has those cups. My kingdom. There's a couple of antique shops around by me, and I bet some of them do have like the old Flintstone cups and whatnot. I should see, because I would love to just, if I came home with nothing but McDonald's cups, I'd like, Sam, I'm redecorating the kitchen. He'd be like, honey, what have you done? I'd like, do you not like my Flintstone cups? Do you not like my Batman Forever cups? You'd be like, no, that's not it. I was just wondering what compelled you. I'm like, what do you mean what compelled me? What kind of a question is that? Of course we would do this. Duh. Of course we would. We have these really nice fancy plates, and then all the McDonald's cups. They used to do the old Disney movies on the cups too, the plastic ones. I think they did like Beauty and the Beast, Lady and the Tramp. They were very informative. I learned a lot about cinema from my cups. You still have the Batman Forever glasses? Whoa. Still got a bunch of the Halo 2 7-Eleven cups. Wait, 7-Eleven did a promotion with Halo 2? I did not know this. There's a toy shop that has the original Voltron toys that I want so bad. Oh, I could only imagine those gotta be an arm and a leg. I bet they're amazing, but I also bet they're insanely expensive. They're insanely expensive. Oh my, yes. Listen, 7-Eleven throws me off sometimes. 7-Eleven was actually selling Halo 2 on... What? Okay, so one, I didn't play any of the Halo games because I suffer from very bad motion sickness. So me not knowing this is pretty on brand, but I still am familiarized with the Halo franchise. I didn't know that 7-Eleven did anything in terms of games. And why don't they still? Oh, no, okay. All right, then we're gonna go teleport over back to Piata where we can get better XP. We would like to go to Piata, please. Yeah, I'll pay. Why was 6 afraid of 7? Because 7, 8, 9. I know that one. I actually just did that one not too long ago. Instead of 6, 7. 6, 7. That's how huge that game was at the time. That's insane. Do you remember midnight releases at like Best Buy or Electronics Boutique? And you would be like staying late at the mall if it wasn't for a movie, it was for like a midnight release of a video game, and you had to be in line of like, you know, and then like the first like 200, 300 people would end up getting a copy. Man, we had it so good. I miss physical media. I want those parties again. Those are good parties too. And then you get like a free promotional poster. Miss that. There is so much hype for that game. There was legit thought that if you didn't pre-order it, you wouldn't get a copy. Turns out, they made an absolute shit ton of those games. It leaves us smiling. Do you know why 7, 8, 9? I actually did the research and found out the reason. Why, Dodo? Why? I'm curious. Funny enough, they made more of the collector's edition over the basic version. So the basic version is actually more rare. Really? Are the basic versions numbered, or are they recognized by like a certain serial code or a PAL number that way? The last midnight release I ever went to was Marvel vs. Capcom 3 at a games. Whoa! I miss Marvel. Did any of you guys tune in to EVO this past weekend as well? Oh man. Sadly, my QB didn't win in the the VSAV tournaments. I think it was a Lilith player that won, but I can't even be mad. It was still great gameplay. Still such great gameplay. That was also the first ever midnight release I went to. I think my first midnight release might have been World of Warcraft Cataclysm. And I think it was in New York City. I think it was at a Best Buy in New York City. No, it was at a Best Buy, but it wasn't in New York City. It was in one of it was in Queens. Not far from where I lived at the time. It was in Queens, but we went to a Best Buy for the Cataclysm release. I miss that. 7, 8, 9, because they heard from their doctor that you're supposed to eat 3 square meals a day. Okay, see, that was too much math for me, Dodo. That was too much math for me. I didn't get that one. That one took me a second. I have to sadly tell folks too. I'm like, oh, they called me Pizza Maid because Texas Instruments was taken. And apparently nobody wanted to name me Casio. Heck yeah, for once I had Evo Sunday off work. My first midnight release. Yours was Burning Crusade? How was it, Pokey? What was even better over midnight releases, when you would come across a store that broke street dates. I bought Tatsunoko vs. Capcom like a full week before official release from Kmart. That's crazy to me. I actually never encountered that. In all the time of my release, I don't think I ever had like an early release like that. Now, when I worked in the music industry, I worked with that all the time. Sometimes you leak an album in advance to build up hype. That was the secret. That was us. But in terms of video games, I never did that. In 1990, my dad went to a midnight release. It was very small and at the commissary at Bangor Naval Base in Washington State. He came home with Tecmo Super Bowl for the NES. He shipped off to Hawaii not long after because he goes, oh, wow. I hope he was safe, though. I hope he was safe as was everybody else. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope everything's, I hope everybody's okay, but on the off chance, I'm still, my support. I did too. Man, the snowstorm we were having here in West New York. I was a very late bloomer in World of Warcraft. I was a Wrath of the Lich King. I was a blueberry kid or vanilla kid. No, not vanilla. I was blueberry. I was a blueberry kid. That was kind of my introduction, and I immediately sunk my teeth in. I started as a night elf priestess, but I wanted to focus on Shadow. I thought Shadow was so cool. I liked levitate and turning into Shadow. I was like, we don't have enough of that in this world. I support this. Yeah, he was safe. Bangor saw no combat, but they were just working on with the UN on intelligence in Slobodan Milosevic. Okay. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I don't know if I did or not. The only midnight release I went to was Halo 2. I'm not talking anymore. People put pineapple hats on my heads for 1 point. I start talking and then look what happens. June? June, why? Why have you forsaken me? It's okay, that's the point. We're doing exactly as intended. I think I have to heal someone. Yes, I have to heal myself. So get them heals. Wah, wah. Oh, look at us. We're all triple digis. Let's go. Thank you for the shout out as well, Fernando June. I used to work at GameStop. The only midnight release I worked was Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and 2. Now, I went to an early release. It wasn't a midnight release. I think it was a day of release for Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn when it came out. And I ended up getting a promotional poster. But they didn't think at the time that the game was going to succeed. So they gave me the standee. Do you guys remember the cardboard standees that you can also get at events? So for the longest time in my bedroom, in my small cramped apartment in New York, I had this Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn, just standee in my bedroom. And my roommate at the time would just be like, every time I walk in here to say hi or just in passing, I think there's an intruder in your room and I get concerned. I'm like, fair. I see that. I also think this serves as a great tool of protection. I doubt anyone's going to try to break into my bedroom thinking that there's a towering, stoic person watching over me. Little do they know, it is the Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn standee. It's like, what the hell is life right now? Actually, now I remember. My last midnight release I did was Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I remember being surprised they actually did one for that. Why were you surprised by it? Did you think that it had like a very slow or small reception? Or it didn't get a whole lot of marketing? I mean, I don't blame them for thinking that with ARR. 1.0 really wasn't that great. No, and I think that was the thing, is I think everybody kind of assumed that it was going to follow in the tails of 1.0. So you can imagine the shock of the GameStop when they were like, oh, you're the one that has you have the standee, don't you? I'm like, yeah, I do. They're like, that's free. Do you still have it? I actually sadly didn't bring it with me when I moved back home. I didn't know how to explain to Mamicus Prime how I was going to move this Final Fantasy 14 standee. Although I'm sure Sam would have appreciated it. I'm sure Sam would have been like, you know what? We'll find a place for it. We'll make it work. I just thought they were done with midnight releases. I see. I used to work at a movie theater as a teen, and I would take home all the old movie. I love that. That was the one job I always wanted, but because of the distance between where I lived to the movie theaters, it was a longer commute. Like, I was actually losing money in the process. But I wanted to work at a movie theater so bad. There's a movie theater by us that's still open that we still go to this day. And I thought it was so cool. We were there when it first opened, so this was probably like 1997, 1998. It's a Regal movie theater. It's a Regal chain. And I was like, this is so cool. This is like state-of-the-art movie theater. And I wanted to work there so bad as a teenager. But it just didn't make sense because it was about like, at the time, 40 minutes out from where we lived. And thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow, Moist Chins. Chi. You're like Chobits. You're like Chobits. That's what I think. When I was living with my mom, she started to freak out because there's a massive guy in my bedroom. It was a life-size cardboard standee of Denver Nuggets center Chris Anderson. I had a Legolas Orlando Bloom standee when Lord of the Rings was first in theaters. One of my friends got so mad because she, I loved Legolas. I wouldn't have been jealous. I would have been envious. I would have been so envious. I'm like, oh my God. You know what though? The promotions for movies at that time were so good. And I kind of got to give props to where props are due because we were actually just talking about this on Discord when it was either KFC or Taco Bell did the promotion for Star Wars. Which Star Wars was it? Return of the Menace? No, not Return of the Menace. The Phantom Menace. I'm mixing up Return of the Jedi. When they were promoting Star Wars The Phantom Menace in conjunction with Taco Bell and KFC meals, when I tell you it was fucking amazing, it was amazing. And I think Pokemon was happening at the same time. They had some real competition. And I thought that was the coolest thing ever. They had some really good promotions for it. I'll tell you what. I do still have that video. I posted in the Discord. Yeah, I forgot to follow way back at the Ghost Pepper. Oh, you're all good. I love Chobits, but a lot of my friends told me they didn't want to watch. They didn't want to be friends with someone who watches. Oh, you know what? Tell him to go. No, I don't want to be mean. Don't listen to them, Pokey. Chobits is great. And we love Persicoms. There's nothing wrong with Persicoms. Some of us are Persicoms. Pokemon! Thank you for the bits. Oh, that reminds me. My brother and I surprised our friend once with a Chris Jericho standee that we found in the early 2000s. His mother let us set it up in his room on his bed before he got home. I love that. I absolutely love that. So this is nothing to do with the standee. But this was the first year I moved back in with my family while I was saving up for Sam to move up with me and for us to get our own first place. There was a couple of months where I had left New York and I was starting to kind of rebuild, look for jobs, get everything together for the next step, which was Sam moving in with me and us finding our own place. Coincidentally, it was around the time of Cinco de Mayo. And my sister went to me and was like, pizza, we should really do something big for Cinco de Mayo. I'm like, I have the greatest idea. I took her to Party City and I got us the hugest Dora the Explorer piñata. And she was like, what are we going to do with this? I go, what kind of a question is that? You have a massive Dora the Explorer piñata. You stuff it with candy. We're going to have tacos, maybe some margaritas if we're feeling crazy. Now, mind you, at the time, I was 30-something. And so you can imagine me with this massive Dora the Explorer piñata in the middle of like Party City. And the woman at the register is like, oh, you buying this for your kid? I'm like, yep, you know it. I'm the kid. It's me. I'm the kid. And my sister's like, well, how are we going to get this like in the car? I'm like, don't worry about it. I thought this through. I put it in the back seat of the car and I put a seatbelt on it. There's a photo of me putting a seatbelt on Dora the Explorer, and she just could not stop laughing. And we told nobody about it. We just came home with this massive Dora the Explorer piñata and a shit ton of candy. And they're like, well, what are you going to do with it? I go, what else do you do with the piñata? You knock it down. We're not reinventing the wheel here, guys. We're just having a Cinco de Mayo the way I want to have a Cinco de Mayo. They're like, you're crazy. Pizza, you're wild. I'm like, no, this is not wild. I promise me. I see that Legend of Mana username. That's what I said. But then someone watched the first episode and confirmed to a lot of people that it is. No, it's not. Pokiel, you're in good company now. Don't listen. It was not porn. Was it risque for the time that it was? Sure. But then at that point, have you ever watched the first episode of Serial Experiments Lane? That was wild too. Like there's all sorts of crazy, right? You know, it was definitely, how do I want to put it? It was daring. It was daring, but it wasn't porn. It was not porn. I love Lane. I love Serial Experiments Lane. I can't not sing the song of Serial Experiments Lane at least once a week. It was a product of the time, for sure it was. That's like saying, did I miss anything? I couldn't have one of those. Wake up in the middle of the night and either beat it up or break it by tripping on it. I would trip on it, but I still had. There was no questions. That reminds me, Pokemon. That's what I said, but then someone watched the first episode. A lot of people stopped talking to me. That's like saying that to your friend for watching Heavy Metal 2000. That's like somebody watching Cool World. That's like literally somebody watching Cool World, seeing Kim Basinger's character and be like, oh, yeah, that's that kind of a thing. It's like, no, it's not. It's Cool World. Come on. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad I have a daughter for that stuff now. I can get away with her saying it's for her. There's nothing pornographic in joke books. Yeah, I don't think they watched the right show. Okay, Ghost Pepper has filed a request for pierogies. Okay, yes. Listen, make sure that they're sauteed. Unless you choose to deep fry them, that's cool too. But enjoy your pierogies, Ghost Pepper. And thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much for entrusting me with your community. Pokey waving. Lane was awesome. Product of the time. It was the activation, but it wasn't that. It was risque. It was risque. I mean, that was a good chunk of anime from the 90s and early 2000s. Not wrong. Not wrong. Could you imagine if they watched Tenchi Muyo? Or Oh My Goddess? Their minds would have been blown. I have a link to an extremely rare CD with the music box credits remixed into like dub or something. Really? I remember that some adults thought Sailor Moon was too suggestive for their transformation. Okay, so while that's wrong, I do want to remind people of some of the names of the transformations in Sailor Stars. I know some people know what I'm talking about. I think it wasn't Sailor Star Healer. Maybe it was Sailor Star Maker. She had a very interesting either spell cast name or transformation name, and we're all like, oh, what? Girl, you good? Yay! But that's it. That's really it. That's the extent of it. And then, of course, you know, but I don't even think it was risque. I think it was, you know, that was the times. It was obviously Sailor Neptune and Sailor Uranus. Yeah, calling Chobits porn is a hell of a stretch. I mean, hell, even kids shows like Doraemon. Oh, okay. You want it? Listen, I remember getting in trouble in grade school because oh man, I can't even believe I'm telling this story. I was reading Animorphs. Now, if you remember the Animorphs sequences for morphing, there was a lot of logic that had to be factored in. Well, not even logic, but you had to really use your imagination as to how some people could turn into falcons and shit. And they would just be like, what are you reading? What are you reading there, Miss Maid? Is that some suggestive material? I'm like, it's Animorphs. What you mean is it suggestive? Get the bus out. And they're like, oh, I don't, you should read this instead. And then they would offer me Goosebumps. I was like, make that make sense. Make that make sense. It was crazy to me. The fact that they thought that I was reading like suggestive material by reading Animorphs made me laugh so hard. I was like, I don't think you understand what I'm reading here. I think you don't know what book I'm reading. Oh my god, Animorphs. I gotta get in tune with Sailor Moon because that cartoon's got the boom men and babes that make me think the wrong thing. I can't help it if you're feeling funny when you're mad. Trying hard not to smile though I feel bad. I'm the kind of guy who laughs at a funeral bad, but you soon will. I have a tendency to wear my eye on my sleeve. I have a history of taking off my shirt. It's been 1 week since you looked at me. I can't do it. Riss used to do it. Riss can still do it, I bet. I bet Riss can still do Bare Naked Ladies 1 week. I would always screw it up. But that at least I knew I got the Sailor Moon part right. And I'll roll with it. I will say Sailor Moon taught me really weird things about what cousins listen, that was the American translation. Wasn't in the comics. Although I have my original Sailor Moon comics. Me and Sam were doing some cleaning up not too long ago. And I forgot that my mom preserved all of like my original Sailor Moon stuff. And they're like first print Sailor Moon runs when they were introduced in the States, like around like, I want to say like 1995 or so. And I don't know, and we had multiple moves from the first house that we moved in to where we are now. Like there's multiple house moves. And yet my mom always carried my Sailor Moon stuff with me. And she's like, I never threw it away. I knew how much you cherished your Sailor Moon stuff, so I always kept good care of it. And she really did. Even while I was in college, even when I moved to the city, she took such good care of my Sailor Moon comics. I still have them. I kind of want to find a good comic book frame for them because it's the original like Naoko Takeuchi's art style. They're actually really well preserved. Like, I don't know what my mom did with them. Of course, some of them have a little bit of light discoloration, very, very faint discoloration. The condition of them was still kept with the cardboard backings and like the plastic wrap. Like, she took really good care of them. It's like, Mom, thanks, you rule. Haruka and Mishuru being cousins is the dumbest censor. I am a defender of the Sailor Moon D Club. I will say Sailor Moon, there's nothing wrong with the Sailor Moon D Club either. There's nothing wrong with it. It was just the explanation that they gave was a stretch. That was no cousin acts like that with their cousin. I'm just saying. That was one of those, even as a young teenage girl, I knew what was up. I'm like, I saw Tattoo. I heard all the things she said. That they're not cousins either. They're not cousins either. I don't like how they wanted to pit Serena and Ray so hard against each other. I get that. It was very corny, but damn did those voice actors put full character into those voices. Plus they gave Molly such a Brooklyn accent. Molly sounded like she was literally from like the Upper East Side. I mean, to her, every cute guy was smooth like butter. And I think her mom was the same way too. And you're just like, what? What? Why do you guys sound like the goblins of World of Warcraft? But you do. One of these years, June and I are going to con as Kunzite. Ooh, you should. I like Kunzite and Zoisite. I don't know. Have you been to Alabama? Roll Tide. That's all I know. That's all I know about Alabama. Roll Tide. Roll Tide. I'm just saying. I freaking loved Molly's Brooklyn accent in that show. I was a very big fan of Sailor Mars is obviously my favorite. I loved Sailor Mars. But then right after Sailor Mars, it had to be Sailor Pluto. They gave me a green-haired girl, and I went, they know what's up. Speaking of knowing what's up, X-Men 97 Season 2. I'm not going to spoil it, and please don't spoil it in chat for anybody who hasn't watched it yet. They blessed us with 3 episodes. It came out yesterday on Disney Plus, and they gave us 3 episodes. And when I tell you they hit it out of the ballpark, they did. It was so good. I was like, let's go. I saw my girl Polaris. I was like, yes! And then they made jokes about Havoc, which was equally as funny. Oh, I loved it. I won't spoil anything. Pluto's my number 3. I love Pluto. Did I hear something about a gremlin cackle? I need to give you a sound bit. Pokiel, DM me. I'll take a gremlin cackle. Sometimes if I try to talk with a Brooklyn accent, I sound like a World of Warcraft goblin mixed with Harley Quinn. If Harley Quinn was a gremlin, that is my Brooklyn accent. I'm like, welcome to New York. Welcome to twitch.tv/pizza mate. I'm your favorite pizza mate here. What's up? You want a slice? Come for a slice. Stay for the prize. You know what I mean? If I could ever land a job in voice acting, it would be my gremlin Brooklyn voice. That's it. That's the only accent I could pull off. And you only ever really hear my New York accent come out when I'm upset. And when I say certain words like hall or dog, that's when it comes out in full force. It's bad. It's funny too, because Riss was originally from New York. She lived in Staten Island for a very long time, and I remember she was teaching abroad in Korea, and she called me. Now, mind you, there's a 13-hour time difference between South Korea and the States, so we could either only speak very early in the morning or very late at night. And one day she calls me very upset. She's like, oh my God, I really messed up pizza. And I'm like, what happened, Riz? Are you okay? She goes, no, I'm teaching at this really like nice school in Gangnam. And these kids, you know, a lot of them come from very very big families, very wealthy families. And I go, okay, so what's wrong? She's like, well, we were teaching them English words today. And I was teaching them like different types of animals and pets. I go, okay. She goes, you can't imagine the shame that I felt when I just hear like 11 little Korean kids just going, hot dog. I was like, I laughed so hard. She's like, I was so embarrassed. I was like, no, it's fine. They don't know any better. It'll be fine. Parents, it'll be okay. And she's like, no, I'm so embarrassed. I didn't realize how heavy my New York accent is in another country until you hear these little kids who are speaking English for like the first time saying hot dog. And I'm like, oh no. I got such a chuckle out of that. They killed off my favorite X-Men. Oh, I know. And yes, Hime, Polaris is a great one. Oh, I know. And they played the one Ace of Base song that immediately makes me go, oh, you chose that one. Oh, that's a choice. Although I do like a couple of the song choices they chose in the first 3 episodes, but I'm not going to spoil it. I knew a pair of Vietnamese kids who were dating, but because their parents didn't condone dating, they had to tell everyone at the schools that they were cousins. Okay. Sailor Saturn has such a backstory. Sailor Saturn, she has a hell of a backstory. It was a perfect gremlin crackle for Neon Axolotl 7 when we were playing Night Rain, and she got her favorite weapon. I will welcome that blurb if you have it. The English dub of Yu-Gi-Oh! Did the same thing with Joey Wheeler. Your Brooklyn comes out when you say coffee. Yeah, a little bit. It comes out. It's the AW, especially, although it's better now. I used to say water. I used to say like an AU. Now I can say water, and we're good. But even then, it still gets butchered. That X-Men show had one of the best, most hard-hitting voice lines. I'm trying to be better. Please do not make me let you down. The game's going good. We're just doing some leveling tonight. We're doing leveling and chatting. I got to get some levels up on the crew here. I didn't get to do it in advance, so I'm making up for that now. I still need to catch up on X-Men 97. I'm hoping to see more Mr. Sinister, one of my favorite X-Men villains. Okay. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. I don't want to spoil anything. Okay. We had some moments last night that we were like, what? It's the crazy dude. Hello, crazy dude. How are you? Welcome to Twitch.tv, crazy dude. It's Pizza Maid. I'm the head maid in charge here. It's a pleasure to serve you. How you doing, man? I'm sure I just confused crazy dude now. He's like, what happened? We were talking about Oscar Mayer hot dogs, and I got all caught up in it. I got all caught up in my feelings. I'm about to make you jelly. Well, you better find some peanut butter and let's make ourselves a sandwich. What you talking about? What's she talking about? Did you get your ticket? Did you get your ticket? Is that what you're gonna tell me? Did you get your ticket? That you were saving up for? It's raining here. Listen, I'm gonna take a lovely cold shower after stream. I'm good. Oh God, but my people are low. My people. No. Nay. Okay, I don't know if this is the same in the new cartoon, but I remember when revisiting the original X-Men cartoon, and holy crap, Wolverine was the biggest jobber in that show. Dude just got his ass kicked at every opportunity. I wouldn't consider him a jobber in X-Men 97, personally. But they do Mary Sue some characters, and I will leave it at that. They really Mary Sue some characters, like, really hard, that you're just like, oh God. And it's all the people that you expect it to be. Without naming names, you know exactly who I'm talking about. No questions asked. The people that you think get married sued in X-Men 97 is exactly who you think it is. I'm like, they didn't even try to give them like, you know, some resilience. They're just like, again. It's like, oh, stop it. Suck it up. I'll be honest, there are some X-Men characters that I liked them back in 97. I have a hard time saying the same about them now. It's legitimately painful. It's legitimately painful. I'm just like, oh, why do they make you so... you have these great powers, and yet, you're so like, I'm so docile. I'm a deer. And I'm like, no! You have so much power! Fucking use it! Use it. I think I have a good idea. It's exactly who you think it is. I promise you. Whoever you think it is, you're right. And then whoever's the second person that you're thinking of, also right. It's so upsetting. And I don't know why Marvel does that specifically with these two characters. I'm just like, stop. Please don't do this. You had a chance. You had a chance to change things. But I will tell you one thing. They made some characters even more badass than they already are. I'll tell you what. They did some great stuff with some characters in those first 3 episodes. I was like, let's go. Let's go. Okay, let's put it in here. I remember watching like Saturday morning cartoons. X-Men was a staple for me on Fox, as well as, and I don't know if does anybody remember when Street Fighter was on the USA Network? I think it was either before, if you have syndicated television, it was either before or after Gem and the Holograms. Like I had a back-to-back of Gem and the Holograms meets Street Fighter, or Street Fighter meets Gem and the Holograms. It was so good. I was like in my prime. I loved it. And I mean, Bobby's World is okay too. It's all a matter of opinion, but the biggest Mary Sue I can think of in Marvel. I never to figure out why they had why they chose that one to Mary Sue so hard. Yeah. I don't know either. But they also made her like almost like an Omega level like mutant. They also made them like almost an Omega level mutant. And then they're like, but she must be like a lamb. And I'm like, that don't make no sense. That makes no sense. Why did you do that way? Oh god. Both Pizza and Nay are the ones I have to work on. I mean, Rudo and Honor are getting levels, which is good, but anyways, Marvel. Oh, I watched that Street Fighter cartoon all the time. It was bad. It was, you know what? It was bad, but I enjoyed it. It was, because you know what? Here's the thing, and this is going to be a very, I don't know if this is a controversial take. That Street Fighter was like how G.I. Joe was to little kids, specifically like little boys. That's what Street Fighter was to me in terms of art style, cinematic direction. Like, I thought I was watching a real tough show when I was watching Street Fighter, the way other kids felt real tough watching things like G.I. Joe. I don't know if that makes sense, but that was what resonated to me in terms of watching Street Fighter as a kid. I was like, oh, now I know what it feels like to have been a kid watching like Transformers and G.I. Joe. This Street Fighter is like awesome. The story could not fucking tell you what happened, but I was just so enthralled by the animation and the art style of Street Fighter. And it was, I think, Western animation. Like, it wasn't really an anime or manga art style, but it was still really, really good for its time. Or at least I think so. That's a personal opinion, but hi, Domino. Domino also says hi too. Oh my god, it's because of that character you were talking about is why I like the other pair more. I will also defend the Street Fighter Van Damme movie to the end. Listen, Raul Julia, I had a discussion not too long ago. At some point, I am playing Street Fighter, the movie, the game on stream. There are ways to do it. I know how. I am playing Street Fighter, the movie, the game. Yes. I have to. Have you seen how jank that Blanca is? Looks like Carrot Top. Like, literally in retirement. Oh, God. I gotta play it on stream, man. The Saturn game. Yeah. That generation of animation was so funny. The Double Dragon cartoon having a whole very special episode about the karate-branded helicopter pilot being illiterate. That's right. I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Van Damme's version was so campy. Wound back as being good. Listen, I have some real hot takes about fighting game movies. Like, I don't mind Van Damme Street Fighter for, of course, the obvious reason, Raul Julia. But I will say this, and you can say whatever you want. You can say whatever you want. The Legend of Chun-Li sucked so hard. And I feel like right on its coattails, it's gotta be Tekken. Live animation Tekken. Because, oh, God, it tried so hard. It tried too hard. And you're just like, oh no. But then they put in some of my favorite actors, like Robin Shou. And I'm just like, no, I love him. He's my favorite Liu Kang. What have you done to him? This precious cinnamon roll. You put him out in the desert to dry. The Saturn game is the one that plays more like SF Turbo. The arcade game is the real hot mess of the game. No, I'm thinking of the one that shows like the actual like mocap of the movie characters. I think that's the Sega Saturn version, right? I always confuse it with Sega CD, but it's definitely, I think, the Sega Saturn version of Street Fighter, the movie, the game. You can't miss. You see that Blanca? You can't miss that Blanca. You cannot miss that Blanca. That Blanca looks like Eric Schultz with the wig. Like, it cannot be missed. If we're talking about the same one. Oh hell, don't bring up that freaking Chun-Li movie. I saw that shit in theater. Yo, you should get a refund. Even though it's like 2 decades too late, you deserve a refund. Your Legend of Chun-Li movie is me watching Sucker Punch in theaters. I have never been more angry about paying such an exorbitant amount of money to see a movie in theaters than I was with Sucker Punch. I've never felt more betrayed by cinema than Sucker Punch. Because the art direction and the cinematography of Sucker Punch had me thinking one thing, and then I saw it in theaters and I went, what the fuck did I just watch? What did I just watch? And the only consolation was the popcorn tasted good that day, because the movie sucked. And I like Carla, Carla Gugino, I think her name was? She's a great actress. But God, did I not like that movie. They technically both do mocap, but the arcade version did not have Blanca. No, that I'm thinking of the Sega Saturn version. I'm specifically thinking of Scary Blanca. Because Scary Blanca, you can miss Scary Blanca. I literally, if I had to do a vision test, and they were like, read the letters in the 4th row, it's RZCY Blanca. You can't miss that. Glasses off, you can't miss that Blanca. Oh no, you cannot. I will say, I'm not sure what was worse, Chun-Li or King of Fighters. I didn't see King of Fighters, the movie. I almost feel somewhat blessed that I didn't. I think my favorite fighting game movie is still the first Mortal Kombat. I will say this, Dinnermancer, I'm with you on that one. I also loved the first Mortal Kombat. And the newest Mortal Kombat that came out, as fan servicey as it was, still kind of liked it. If you had told me I would like Baraka at the end of a Mortal Kombat movie, I would have never believed you. King of Fighters was bad. Dragon Ball Evolutions with Geeko? I don't know what that is. Dragon Ball Evolutions with Geeko. What is that, Dodo? What is that? Oh, no. Okay. How we doing so far? How we looking here? Oh, God. How many more levels do I need for them? I've got to be getting close to level soon. Gotta be, right? I don't know if I am or not. Okay. Go! Hey, Room! This is Eric Meesh, CEO at SAVE, Suicide Awareness Voices of Education. Stop by to say thank you to all who supported Pizza Mate effort, amplifying our mission. Oh, hi, Eric! Hi! Hey, everyone, this is who I was talking to yesterday. It's Eric. Hello. Welcome on in. Can I also, let me give you a big shout out. If you guys don't already know, this is the CEO of SAVE, and they are out to spread the word about suicide awareness, prevention, and education. And they're a very awesome person. And a big thank you to Pizza. Oh, thank you. Thank you. It was good chatting with you as well. I had such a good time. I hope you're staying cool wherever you are. I hope Navy's doing well too. They have a very cute Barkitect that is part of the SAVE organization. The cutest doggo named Navy. At least I've seen Navy on the website. I act like I know Navy personally. Like me and Navy like go to the dog park. I would though. I would be like, Navy, do you want to go to the dog park? Do you want a pup cup? So happy. So happy. But thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're having an amazing Thursday evening. And I hope wherever you are not in the current rolling heat that we have going on right now. But we're making sure to stay hydrated, stay cool. Apologies, you had to come in and not see our penguin android in her true form. You know what? There will be more opportunities to see live 2D form. This is PNG form Pizza Made. But we do have a live 2D form. Are you aiming for a particular level for the cast pizza? For the cast? What do you mean Cat came back? Dragon Ball Evolutions is like the horrible North American live-action Dragon Ball Z. They call him Geeko. Thank you. I'm gonna go get hydrated. Have a great weekend. Yes! Stay hydrated, stay cool. Plenty of ice cubes. Have a good weekend. Hi, Virtue of Sin. How are you? Welcome on in. Welcome. I hope you have the best weekend. It's good to see you. And I will take that Monomate Hydrate. Thank you so much. I now know the secret to preserving my voice for long increments of time. It's called Ricola. Ricola is great. I love me some Ricola. Nay, Rolf, Sheer, Anahue, Rudo, Amy, Techbreaker, whose name just ran away from me because I tried naming the whole cast. You have Nay, Rolf, Sheer, Anahue, Rudo, Amy. Are you talking about Kane? Homewrecker Kane? That one? Alucard, thank you for helping Pizza Maid discover her new life as a fourth meat. Alucard. You can't say that to the CEO of Save! I'm gonna get a message. So what does a force main do? And I'm like, no. Is that what you think it's? No, I play Rangers and Hunters. I don't play Magic Cast users all that much. That would be funny though. I would get such a good laugh if I got that message. I'm like, well, it's a long story. But I'm still a Android main. I'm an Android Hunter main and an Android Ranger main in PSO. Dragon Ball Evolution is the reason why we got Dragon Ball Super. Alucard, thank you. You're so silly. Alucard, you make me laugh so hard. All right. I can't believe we almost have 15 minutes remaining as well from stream. It's going real fast. This is the only thing that makes me sad, is when stream goes really fast because I'm having a good time with everyone. This is the one part that I get a little bummed out. But I hope everybody has a fun weekend ahead. I hope everybody has to those who are in the States that are celebrating the 4th of July, I hope everybody has a safe, happy, and healthy 4th of July. I hope you stay cool. Go to the swimming pool. Please. It's so hot. I hope you guys, make sure you stay hydrated. Eat tons of watermelon. This is like the most optimal watermelon eating time. I hope you do that. And I hope everybody has a fun weekend ahead. And I hope to those that celebrated Canada Day today, I hope you guys had a good day. I hope Canada Day treated you well. Focast? No. Hucasil and Rakasil. That's me, Hime. I'm so sorry. Everyone keeps getting confused. I know it's confusing. I'm a Hucasil and a Rakasil. I was trying to remember Kane's name while listening to everyone else. Oh yeah, we call him Homewrecker here instead of Kane the Wrecker. I accidentally named him Home and I can't change it. I don't know, that guild card I have says Jayana. That says something. Yeah, Jayana is, no, that's La Chancla de la Dora. What about those who celebrated Canada yesterday? What about them? I just celebrated them. I'm on I just said that. Look at that. I actually just ate watermelon. Watermelon is delicious. I love watermelon. When you need watermelon, I'm working the entire weekend outside. Ted Bob, please bring a water bottle with you, dude. Wherever you go, if you're gonna be outdoors, protect your skin, sunscreen, a hat. Please stay cool. Focusil. I never said Focusil. I said Hucasil. Rakasil. I really enunciated too to really encapsulate that. Anyone who wants can eat my share of watermelon. I love watermelon. It tastes and feels so good right now. I'm going to a local anime gaming convention this weekend. Animari time. I hope you have a good time, Arstine. And Ramses. Hello, my friend. Can I get a shout out for Ramses? Ramses, I shared some good news. If you guys are just tuning in, I forgot to tell you all. I kicked things off at the beginning of the stream. One, we had some amazing raids come in from Ghost Pepper as well as Adela Myers. But we had one of our donations from the Charathon who had a matching employer contribution. Gunarm Dine, who donated $500. Their employer actually matched the donation and donated $500 directly to Save, which brought up our total to $4,500. And then from a grant provided by the TOSA Foundation, they matched the entire total of our Charathon. So we raised $9,120 because Lantis did the math because she knows I couldn't do it. We raised $9,120. That's thanks to you guys. That's thanks to you guys. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. I wish I could eat watermelon. It was my favorite fruit as a kid. Oh, you got an allergic reaction to it? No! Oh, I'm so sorry, friend. I'm so sorry. Oh, I just don't like chewing on water. Being allergic is awful. Oh, man. I'm so sorry. Yeah, 9,000. You guys, your voices, you all broke glass ceilings this past weekend. And together, as a community, between the retro community, the Phantasy Star Online community, anybody who just loves to be compassionate community, we raised $9,120. If you guys have anything to ever question about the power of what you can do, just remember that. You did that. You did that. Each and every one of you. So good on you. Pat yourself on the back if you haven't already. It's a good time. When I found out about that, I panicked. I was like, what? And then I asked Sam, I was like, Sam, make this make sense for me, because I couldn't understand. And Sam broke it down for me, and I was like, thank God, Sam. Thank God for, thank you for mathing. Thank you for mathing, Sam. I appreciate it. That's amazing. That's amazing. That means we'll have to do this again next year. I don't know what the plans are for next year, but hopefully I'll have some friends that'll want to join in on the event. Maybe we can make it like a relay or something. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Maybe some friends will want to join in if we do an annual event and have fun with it. Do I want to hear something stupid? We'll see. What's that, Sin? Huh? What's that? It's over. That joke got made, Alucard. Yes, it was over 9,000. It was in fact over 9,000. We reached our final form. We reached our final form. Oh, these guys hurt. These guys hurt. What rank did the super secret soldier have in the army? They were a private. What? Want to know something tragic about that? What, it being over 9,000? I cannot wait for La Classica de Pizza 2027. What is La Classica de Pizza? What is the Pizza Classic? What is they at? What does... Oh, it was a dumb joke. Oh, it wasn't a dumb joke at all. I was just like, oh. You cracked one of my jokes, Sin. You cracked one of my jokes. That's something I said. Is that what the relay will be called? I don't know. I don't know. First, I have to see if there's any interested friends that want to join in. I'm almost thinking about, and I have to actually double check and run this by Athenia staff to see if this is breaking any type of TOS. I would love to have like a separate account for the Charathon, and then we kind of pass the baton of the character. And then instead of doing it over the course of a weekend, do it over the course of a couple days and see, you know, with however many streamers want to be into it, you know, however many hours, how fast we can level up that one character amongst all of our communities. You know what I'm saying? That was a thought that I had, but I don't know if that goes against TOS about like sharing account names and passwords. But if it's for something like a charity event, I'm like, I don't know. I'd have to check in with the Athenia crew and see. But I think it would be fun to get more people involved, and we can all decide on one character and kind of lift them up. They could be kind of like a... I don't know why I thought Free Willy. That's where my mind went. But just roll with me on this one. The Mighty Joe Young, if you will. The Mighty Joe Young. Okay, there's that one. Let's do Nay. I think we're gonna. This is probably gonna. We're getting close to the end of the night anyway, so I'll just level. Let's get some quick ones up here, and then we'll start. We'll re-euchre back. I think I'm gonna have to do this offline as well, so that's okay though. I think I'm gonna have to get some offline leveling in too. We can literally pass a baton in the version of like a Phantasy Star character. This chairathon, if you do it again. Why did the pair of boots get arrested? They were trying to steal toes. They almost slipped, but the detective tied them to the crime. Oh, goodness. Oh, good. So that famous voice line was actually a dubbing error. The original voice line in the manga and JP dub was actually, it's over 8,000. Same with the voice dub in every non-English round. Really now? Really now? Passing the account around reminds me of the boat murdered story from back in the day. I don't know what the boat murdered... Okay, now I'm scared that it was a bad idea. What's the boat murdered story? I don't even know what that is. I have no idea what that is. What? Tell me more about this boat murder story. I'm scared. Maybe it's a bad idea. Maybe I should have not suggested that. I didn't know that it was over 8,000. Now I do. Now I do. Oh, no. I need to find... There it is. Okay, let me get some heals up. Oh, we got some good money, too. Yeah! No. Okay. And then let us also really quickly save our save point. And then I'm just going to have to do some offline level grinds. That's what I'm going to have to do. Maybe I could do the level grind as well as the equipment. And then get that stuff ready for... Get that stuff ready. Yes, I want to put it into storage. Let's put it under pizza. Yes. Let's make it pizza. Pizza. Yeah, level 17. Yes. There we go. I was under the impression that was set as 9,000 to match the voice flaps, but I knew it was supposed to be over 8,000. There's a game called Dwarf Fortress. Some folks on the forums pass an account around and would take turns ruling the fortress for one in-game year. Really? Really? I'd never heard of that. I know of Dwarf Fortress, but I didn't know about the boat murdered story. I got scared that something bad happened. I was like, well, of all the names you could choose, this is what we've chosen? I just imagined the scouter reading 8008. Each person would post what would happen each year in character on the forums. Wow! I kind of like that. Almost like an heirloom. I hope nothing bad happened. I'm afraid that there's going to be like a something bad that happens. I'm like, oh no! Aw, jeepers! No! No way! Oh gosh, I went through this water so fast. So many waters. So much water. So much water. Sorry for joining then running, but I have to work tomorrow and get to bed. Oh, good, Sin. It was good to see you, friend. It was good to see you. There's a good reading on YouTube of each year. I'll have to look for it. That sounds interesting. I want to also riff ideas from the community, because there are some ideas that came from collaborators that I never thought of that were so good. Lantana specifically. Lantana brought out sour warheads that for every donation met, he would eat a different warhead. I was like, Lantana, I didn't think of anything like that. Oh man. That's why I started eating Swedish fish with hot sauce. But it wasn't hot at all. Then we put hot honey on it, and that still wasn't hot. But now I got to do a hot ones challenge. That's gonna be hot because I got to eat the bomb. I got to eat the bomb, and I'm like, oh no. It's a pretty infamous story too. Even World of Warcraft makes mentions of the boat murder story. Magic the Gathering, really now. I bet Sam knows about it. Too. Knowing Sam, maybe while I'm brushing my teeth, he'll tell me the story. He'll be like, oh, I got a story for you. You want to know? I'll tell you about it. I'm like, okay. Got it. got it. But with that, folks, I have to start getting ready. We got a Matorado ready to happen momentarily. We got to go back to the main menu and start getting you guys ready so we could go send the Matorado over to another lucky content creator. All right. So with that, and here's the hat over here. This hat's never coming off this month. Oh my God. I don't know why I thought it was going to come off at all. I think I had like maybe 2 minutes without the hat on. Maybe 2 minutes. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you. I hope everyone had a good time. We are going to be back in action next week. Next week, I'm sure there is going to be some Phantasy Star Online. I am really... I want to play some more of the Force. It's a lot of fun. I'm not a Force main, though, but I really am enjoying playing Fomorrel. I'm having a lot of fun. Not to mention next week's EXP Boost Week. So I think I'm going... Maggie's on vacation. Maggie's Union. So because of that, I have to respect Union rules, which means while Maggie's on vacation, I'm going to be playing the Force a little bit. So we got to respect how Union operates. That's why we're playing. And it's EXP Boost Week next week. So I really want to get some levels on the Fomorrel because Maggie's on vacation, as is Pizza and Shaq. So Alex Stressy, I know Force main. I promise you I know Force main. It's EXP Boost Week and it would be rude of me to just stop playing the character, right? It would be rude of me to stop playing the character, especially if the character happens to have a Psycho Wand. So, we're gonna do some casual EXP boosting and hang out with friends. Alex Strazia. 2 minutes while the redeem was on cooldown. 2 minutes. That's about it. Again, we can talk later, but I can come up with something. Yes, let me know, Ramses, if you would love to be a part of it. I would love to have you join. It was such a good time. I would love to have... Alex, what you loving it? What's so funny? Huh? All right, folks. I got to take a moment to thank some amazing folks that came in and joined me. All of you, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for joining me while I was doing some just very casual leveling, and we were chatting about the good times and the midnight releases and all the fighting game movies that made us sad in our hearts. I'm glad you guys joined in for that. Thank you so much. I want to take a moment to also thank Pokiel the Storyteller for gigantifying an emote. Thank you so much for that. Moist Chins with the follow. Proto Shield 15 with the follow. As well, OG Sideways with the follow. Ghost Pepper with the raid. Diamond Dragon 1985, thank you for the follow. Diamond Dragon 1985, also thank you for the raid. Gunarm Dine coming in with that 5-stream streak. What's up? Thank you so much. Black Hand of Nod with the 3-stream streak. Adela Myers, our sweetest, cutest elf mom. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you for entrusting with your communities, everybody. Lantana, thank you for the offline shout out, as well as Peachy Boy 64 for the follow. Sarzak for the offline shout out. Save 2024. Thank you so much, Eric. And thank you everybody over at Save as well. Thank you for the follow. N8 fan account, thank you for the follow, as well as Dinner Mancer and Ren Yans and Lucid Charade. Thank you all so very, very much. Thank you guys. If you guys enjoyed what you saw, you can also check me on social media. We will have more stream updates. I usually like to set out my schedules about 3 months in advance, and we have some crazy things in store for the next couple of months. We have some EXP Boost Weeks coming up. We're also going to have a Hot One stream, special stream with Momicus Prime. I have some Gunpla to build on stream with you all. I have some Angry Penguin to play in an Angry Penguin onesie. We've got Orbitals. We've got so many things happening. I hope you guys stay tuned. If you guys enjoyed what you saw today, please consider liking and following the channel. That way you can get notifications as to when I go live. But until then, I'm going to get ready with a Matorado, which is essentially us just passing on all the good vibes and positivity and laughs from tonight's street over to another friendly content creator. I'm going to see if there's somebody playing some Phantasy Star II right now that we can go send some love to. I think I might be the only one. Am I the only one? No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not the only one. Who's this? Okay, so there is someone currently streaming right now. Super Pack Jr. They are a hapless old streamer on a midlife gaming crisis running a pokey micro-budgeted stream. Old school gamer, collector, and historian showing off rare classic JRPGs and gems using original hardware and software you may not have seen before. Stop on in and stay a while. And it looks like they're playing the Generations version. Are they playing the Generations version? Ooh, we should go send on over to them. Send them my regards. Let them know that this humble space captain welcomes them aboard the ship. Please be sure to be respectful, be nice, and have an amazing time, and go send them some love. Let's go get this raid started for Super Pack Junior. Let's see if they're first accepting raids. Hold on. Let me before I get the cart before the horse. They are. Okay. Yeah, let's get this started. Let's send this on over to them. Thank you all so very much for coming in, and thank you guys again for your support this past week. I will be back in action next week, starting promptly on Tuesday. I think we're probably going to do double PSO next week. I'm going to be real, chill. Probably going to do some double PSO next week because I gotta be respectful to the mom. But thank you all so much for tuning in. This has been the head maid in charge here, Pizza Maid. It has been a pleasure to serve you. And never, ever, 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 ever forget that this little android loves you. Bye, you guys. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. And stay cool and stay hydrated. Bye-bye.